wasn't supposed to have visitors. The flu had knocked me flat for 3 days. Fever, dizziness, the kind of exhaustion that makes the world feel soft around the edges. My doctor scheduled an at-home check just to be safe, but I had imagined a rushed older nurse, in and out, clinical and distant. So when the knock sounded at my apartment door just after noon, I wrapped myself in a blanket, shuffled over, and opened it, only to find a woman who did not fit any of my expectations. Tall, warm brown skin, soft hazel eyes, curly hair pulled into a loose bun, scrubs in a deep navy blue. Her presence filled the hallway with something steady, something comforting, something I suddenly needed more than orange juice. Before I tell you how her hands on my forehead changed more than my temperature, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so more Sapphic women can discover these gentle, emotional stories on Sapphic Fiction Hub. Now, let me tell you about the nurse whose care felt like something deeper. "Hi," she said softly. "I'm Nurse Elena Brooks. Your doctor sent me to check on you." Her voice alone eased something tight in my chest. "I'm Taylor," I murmured, pulling the blanket tighter around myself. She smiled, warm, grounded. "May I come in?" I stepped aside, suddenly painfully aware of my messy hair, my oversized sweatshirt, the tissues scattered on my coffee table. Elena, she insisted on first names, took everything in with one slow, professional sweep, then turned back to me. "You don't look as bad as you feel," she teased gently. I laughed, then winced. Ow. "That bad?" "Worse." "Let's get you sitting," she said. She guided me to the couch, her hand warm on my back, steady, controlled, gentle in a way that made my eyes sting. Temperature first. She brushed my hair aside to place the thermometer under my tongue. Her fingers grazed my jaw, soft, careful. I closed my eyes for a moment. "You okay?" she asked. "Your hands are warm," I murmured. She chuckled softly. Perk of being a nurse. Built-in heating. When the thermometer beeped, she took it out, checked the number, and frowned slightly. 101.8. "No wonder you feel awful." She looked at me again. Really looked. "Have you been drinking water?" "Some." Her eyebrow lifted. "Some?" "I was tired." She shook her head, smiling softly. "That's not an excuse, Taylor." Hearing my name in her voice did things to me I didn't know a fever could do. "Lean back," she said, putting on her stethoscope. I obeyed. She placed the cold bell against my chest, and her other hand steadied my shoulder. "Sorry, it's cold." "It's okay," I whispered. She listened, moved the stethoscope, listened again. Her face softened. "Your breathing sounds tight. You're dehydrated." "Is that bad?" "Nothing we can't fix." Her thumb brushed my shoulder absent-mindedly, a soft, grounding motion. "Stay here," she said. "I'll get you some water." "You don't have to." She raised a hand. "I'm not asking permission. I'm taking care of you." Something warm slid down my spine at those words. She walked to my kitchen, completely at ease in the space. When she returned, she held a glass of water and a packet of electrolyte powder. "Drink," she said gently. I did. She watched until I finished, not in a controlling way, but in a way that made me feel seen. "Headache?" she asked. "Yes." "Sore throat?" "Yes." "Body aches?" "Everything aches." She nodded, her expression softening into something like concern. "Okay," she whispered. "We're going to take it slow." "We?" She hesitated, just a second, then said, "I'm not leaving until I know you're okay." My breath caught. "Is that normal?" I asked. "For me? Yeah. For you? Seems necessary." She went to my kitchen again, returning with a warm washcloth. Hold still, she murmured. I closed my eyes as she pressed it gently to my forehead. Warm, soothing, perfect. That feels really nice, I whispered. Good. You deserve care. My eyes opened slowly. No one said that to me in a long time. She paused. Something vulnerable flickered in her eyes.
Well, she whispered, someone should. She adjusted the blanket around me, tucking it near my shoulder, in a gesture that felt embarrassingly intimate. Better? She asked. Much. She sat on the edge of the coffee table, knees close to mine. Can you tell me how long you've been feeling sick? 3 days. And you didn't call anyone? I shook my head. Why not? I didn't want to bother anyone. She exhaled softly, a sound full of empathy and frustration. You're not a bother, Taylor. Her tone softened even further. You shouldn't have to suffer alone. I looked away, throat tight. She reached out and touched my hand, gently, but intentionally. You're safe, she murmured. You're with me now. Those words, God. My chest loosened. For a moment, the room was quiet, just the hum of the heater and our breathing. Her thumb brushed my knuckles, slow, rhythmic, grounding. You're shaking, she whispered. I'm cold. I lied. She knew it. She didn't call me out. Instead, she said, I'll get another blanket. When she returned, she draped a second blanket over me, but when she saw me still trembling, she hesitated. Do you want company? She asked cautiously. My breath caught. You can say no, she added quickly. You look scared and lonely. I swallowed hard. Stay, I whispered. So she did. She sat beside me on the couch, not touching, but close enough that her warmth radiated through the blanket. Is this okay? She asked. Yes. Good. Her shoulders relaxed, like she'd been holding her breath too. I don't usually stay this long, she confessed softly. But something about you... She didn't finish the sentence. Something about me what? She looked at me, really looked at me. You seem like someone who never gets taken care of. That's accurate. And I wanted to change that. My heart thudded. Slowly, she reached for my hand again, and this time she laced her fingers with mine. Your hands are freezing, she whispered. You're warm. She smirked softly. I know. After a few minutes, she pulled back slightly. I should check your fever again. She pressed the back of her hand to my forehead. Slow, gentle. You're still warm, but better. Because of you, I whispered. Her eyes flicked up, surprised, soft. Because someone cared, she corrected gently. I just happened to be the someone. She listened to my breathing again, stethoscope pressed lightly to my back this time. Her hand on my shoulder held me steady. Take a deep breath, she said. I did. Her fingers tightened, just a little, like she felt the exact moment my ribs loosened. That's better. You're easy to care for, she murmured before she could stop herself. I blinked. What does that mean? She flushed. Barely. It means, she said slowly, you make people want to look after you. Or maybe just you, I said softly. Her breath caught. Maybe, she whispered. You should eat something, she murmured. I don't have much. Then I'll make something. Really? Yes. Sit. Rest. Let me take care of you. The way she said it felt more than medical duty. She returned 10 minutes later with a bowl of simple soup, broth, noodles, herbs. She sat beside me again. Let me help, she said. I held the spoon. Her hand guided mine, slow, steady, like a dance. I didn't need help, but I didn't want her to stop. "Why are you being so kind to me?" I whispered. She paused, then said, quietly, "Because you look like you haven't been held in a long time." Tears pricked my eyes. "I haven't." She set the bowl down carefully. "Come here," she whispered. She didn't hug me. Instead, she wrapped an arm around my back, supportive, grounding, warm, letting me lean into her without pressure. My head rested on her shoulder. Her cheek brushed my hair. "You're okay," she murmured. "I've got you." I exhaled a shaky breath I didn't know I was holding. If this soft, intimate, quietly emotional story warmed your heart the way it warmed mine, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so more Sapphic women can find these tender, comforting stories on Sapphic Fiction Hub, where every visit, every touch, and every breath brings a new spark.